Hey y'all, it's Pincy Fincy and I'm back. Hopefully for good. I know it's been a long time since I made a video on this channel. For those of you that are old to this channel, I've started a new class through Northern Kentucky University online, and it's called Racism and Sexism in Educational Institutions. So for this class, we have to make videos and that kind of thing for the class. And for all of those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Josh Pence. I currently live in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm from Carrollton, Kentucky. My initial thoughts on this class is I'm just so excited to see this aspect of the educational institution aspect of racism and sexism. As a gay man, I feel like I'm quite educated on sex and gender and that kind of thing and sexism in America. So it's cool. It's going to be cool to see that aspect of racism or of sexism. But then I'm also excited to learn more just to educate my own self so then I can educate others on racism within institutions and the perpetual revolving of that institutions play in that role. I've been blessed to have many Black friends or just friends of color or different ethnicities or whatever that have educated me. So it's going to be interesting to see what this class has to say and what more I can learn about those things so I can help to educate other white people, because white people, I feel like people like me that are open-minded still have so much to learn, especially in Kentucky where I live. There's just so much more to learn, and racism is still so prevalent today. My major is nursing, so I actually graduated almost 2 years ago with my ADN, and since then I've been working on my RN to BSN through NKU online, and I've taken a year off, so I'm starting back again, but that's that. So I guess you would say I'm a junior in college, where I have that ADN. I guess you would call that a sophomore, but it's just kind of different. My music that I like. So I love everything. Pop music is probably the most common theme of my listening. Love Beyonce, Kesha, Britney, Lady Gaga, you name it. I love it. So I also do like Mumford and Sons and folk pop and pop folk, whatever that is. And just like screamo sometimes. It just really depends on the mood that I'm in as to what I like to listen to. My favorite cartoon is definitely Scooby-Doo. And if you see me looking back and forth, I'm looking at my screen to get all these things because it's a discussion and I got to make sure I get all these points to get all the points for the grade. So sorry that I'm looking back and forth and not directly talking to you guys. But yeah, my favorite cartoon is Scooby-Doo. Love it so much. I'm so excited about this new movie coming out. Who knows what it's going to be like, but I love the two live action movies from years ago. But as a kid, I would collect Scooby-Doo stuff. So yeah, I was a craze fan. An interesting place that I've traveled. So I've traveled all over. My partner actually lives in London, so I've been to London recently, hopefully going back the second that all of these bans are lifted. I've been to Egypt. That was probably the coolest place that I've been, just for the history, and I got to stand on the pyramids. And to see all of that stuff was just so amazing, to see the textbooks alive. And then I've also been to Toronto in Canada, and I've been to several states, probably more than 15 or 20. Some of my family lives in California, and Florida is definitely a popular destination. So I would say there's been a lot of states that I've visited. An interesting story about myself. So currently the most interesting thing going on with me is that I met my partner in London. Actually through a dating app, and we've decided to get married. We met about 9 months ago. So we're going through the actual process of 90 Day Fiance, but in real life. So we're doing that application. So it's just crazy seeing 90 Day Fiance but come to life, like having to wait on the government and that kind of thing. And we know that our relationship is legitimate and all of that, but we have to prove it and have the government say, yes, you can or cannot get married. He can or cannot move here. All of that. And so really there's not much else that I need to say or want to say. I'm just so excited for this class. I'm so excited to see what more I can learn about racism and sexism, just to educate myself on negative practices of my own life and maybe to make an impact within nursing, because I do believe that racism and sexism are so prominent. And the weird thing is, being a male in healthcare, you're a minority essentially, which is really weird to say or think about it being like that. But so I deal with almost, I don't know if it would be prejudiced or like sexism on men in that aspect pretty much on a daily basis, because of the fact that I'm one of a few men. So like I tend to deal with healthcare differently, and I tend to view things a lot differently than most of the women that are there. So it's definitely weird, and it's definitely one of those things that I'm hoping to learn more about the institutional part of sexism and racism, so that I can then help to make the workplace a better place for nursing. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a long-winded video. Y'all have a great day, and comment below if you have any questions. Bye.